Hello, today we're gonna be looking at a match I had with my deck Plague Doctor's Mask in the Canadian Highlander format. We're using the replays because recording magic is weird. Here I mulliganed to 5, which is not great. This hand doesn't have a lot, although Uba Mask is really useful against control decks, and I happen to know that my opponent plays control decks, so that's why I kept this hand. It is a greedy keep, but I had to mulligan to 5 anyway, so I was not going to mulligan to 4. They start off with basically a 60 card constructed start with Dragon's Rechanneler into Mishra's Bauble. Now looking at the card I'm gonna draw, I draw Duress, good hand attack, get the Price of Progress. Price of Progress can just kill me, so it's good that I got rid of it. They play a creature that can make 1/1s every time they cast a non-creature spell, which this is incredible pressure. I drew a land and played the mask, but the problem is they already have a big board advantage that I didn't deal with. They get a giant, which they adventure and attack me, and yeah, this is not looking good. I draw land, and yeah, they get a Brazen Borer, and this is, I think, where I decide to concede, because there's no way for me to come back from this game. Even if I top deck a removal spell here, I mean a board wipe, I'm still, yeah. So that's the first game. Now we have the second game. This is a really good hand because it has Urza Saga. Urza Saga is a messed up magic card that will eventually allow me to get a 1-cost artifact. They just play a Badlands. I decide to not strip mine, instead just make a Construct token, because the Construct token can apply pressure to the control deck. They play Young Pyromancer, which is perfectly fine. I float mana so I can get a Mox and play a Liliana, which is incredible value. Strip mine their land, and I have a huge lead here since they are behind on mana and they're behind on board. I get a Mind Twist, get 2 of their good cards, swing for 3, and yeah, this is already so much advantage. They Flame Slash my token, but if this Liliana gets to ultimate, I just win the game. So they fetch for a land. They Gush, which is a risky play, but they're trying to get away to get rid of the Liliana, and they concede because they have no way to get rid of it. And now we go to game 3. Game 3, I keep this. I would have kept this hand against other decks, but it's too slow. Here, they get Taxian Probe, which gives them all the information about my hand for free, and they get to draw a card. So now they know they have perfect information, but having perfect information against this deck isn't like, because this deck is very straightforward what it wants to do. We play Jeweled Amulet and put a little counter on it so it can tap for mana next turn, and we play Mox Opal. Mox Opal is great when we have 3 artifacts. We still don't have it, but we'll have it soon enough with the Dungeoneer's pack. They fetch and they surveil on top. They play Otwara as a land, which doesn't feel great. I draw Innocent Blunt, which is removal. I then play Dungeoneer's pack, passing. My opponent fetches. They search for an island, and they play a Sprite Dragon, which is a 1/1 Flying Haze that can grow every time they cast a non-creature spell. I use my Clink to Dust to draw a card, drawing into Liliana. And now I play Innocent Blood, baiting a counter spell. Because if they don't counter it, Sprite Dragon dies. And then I can safely get the initiative, which they don't want. But unbeknownst to them, I have a Liliana ready, which I can play. And this play, I think, is where I just take over the game. They don't have any way to come back from it. They bolt my Lily, but now I just play a Karn, make a Construct, which is a 4/4, and now it just spirals out of control. I have a card advantage engine. I have a Dungeoneer's pack for potential initiative. They draw 3 cards with Treasure Cruise for 1 mana, but they don't have anything to pressure me. I really want to get a removal spell. They give me a Chains of Mephistopheles, which on one hand, they said that countering it was a mistake. I kind of agree. It basically means that you can't draw outside of your draw step, which doesn't affect me as much as them. But yeah, I wouldn't have countered it in their position. I attack for 3, and now they're slowly running out of resources. They're drawing into lands. They don't have any threat on board, and even if they do have a threat, I have removal ready, which is what this deck excels at. It excels at getting rid of threats that need to stick on the board to be impactful. I attack for 6. I also have the initiative, which should let me put a 2+1/+1 counters on my Construct token. They play an Orcish Bowmaster, which lets them ping my Karn. They said they should have done this instead of countering my spell, and I agree, because Karn then wouldn't be able to minus for another token. I Bitter Triumph, but they counter it. But they realize they cannot hold me off because I can just -1 to get a Collective Brutality and kill one of the orcs and get in for lethal, and I have a Smallpox. So yeah, those were the games. I hope this has been entertaining to say the least, and I hope to see you in the next video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all those engagement things. Comment, and yeah, this is my first gameplay video.